Latvia is known for its Christmas. Its Christmas trees, its Christmas traditions, its Christmas markets. So I decided to go to Old Riga to visit one of the Christmas markets and see what it's all about this year. Fun fact, Christmas tree was actually born in Livonia, which is present-day Estonia and Latvia. This is the money before euros. We had this in Latvia before.
Go!
Another thing Latvia is known for is its support for startups. So there is an organization called Junior Achievement Latvia, which every year organizes fairs for high school kids to create their own ideas and sell them during these fairs. So I decided to go to one of these in one of the local schools here in Riga. And as you can see, there are tons of really cool ideas, and one of them is this iPhone case, which changes color depending on the temperature around. After visiting this fair, I thought, what are the usual mistakes startups make? And the good news is I didn't have to look far for an answer. My dad is a professor here at the Business Management and Economics faculty here in Latvia, so I decided to ask to him, what are the biggest mistakes early leaders make in their companies?
So I think that the biggest mistake is to think that there are some mistakes. In fact, if you're talking about startups, I think that there are really no mistakes because you are in the early stage of doing your business. You are thinking about what would be the next, what would be the future, and in this case, you are really free to boost your ideas, to have new ideas in your hands and just go ahead. If you are talking about some probably mistakes, so then you have to have more initiative and take your ideas. You have to be brave. You have to think outside the box. It looks very obvious. However, think about your values. Every of your movements or every of your idea should provide some value for you, for investors, for customers.
Well, I do agree that not being afraid is very important for startup success. Another thing is very important that you can't really impact, which is timing. I heard this TEDx speech a couple months ago where this guy had analyzed many startups and concluded that timing is extremely important. And one of the examples he gave was Airbnb, but the idea is that it was founded during the economic crisis. Do you remember 2008? So it was when everyone was going bankrupt, Airbnb was opened, and because many people had free houses, many people had vacant houses, so it was very nice for them to have this platform where they can put their empty house, which they had bought before the crisis when the houses were super cheap, and advertise it to find new tenants. So this is actually one of the things about timing. And this guy, this TEDx guy, he analyzed like a couple thousand startups and concluded that timing is the most important thing. This is something that you can't impact.
How to avoid mistakes. In this case, you can use some mentoring programs, some advisors, which are really helpful and could use their relationship with business, with industries, and this would provide you additional help, additional ideas, how you could do things faster and more efficient way. Regarding team building, regarding leadership, so the most important issue is to create your team, because There are people who would be able to help you to share ideas, and of course you can share knowledge of your business, of your further steps. Leadership is mostly connected to providing of vision and mission for the entire company. In this case, of course, you have to share your ideas and your future plans with your team.
So then I decided to call my friend Andrejs Cekuls. He's actually a professor at the Arts Academy here in Latvia. And I wanted to ask him, but what about brands? How can a startup make a brand?
You have to be brave. You have to go a little bit out of your safety zone. That's very important. You have to get in the eyes of those people. Don't be boring. So many people want to get this information. They want to reach the customers.
And after the interview, I asked him, I guess, but why did you put the microphone in your beard? And he said something curious. He said, don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to do new things, as long as they're not too crazy. Because in this age, where everyone has access to everything, you have to be a little bit crazy, but not too much. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please follow me and subscribe, like it and share it with your friends to see more content just like this. If you have any questions, comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.